afternoon. It's Nate here from NMKL Trader, head trainer and trader at the community and the academy. Now, what I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes is a 5-minute candle high and low strategy that's going to help you become more proficient at trading, okay? Now, if you've struggled with different strategies trying to trade futures, you've gone from indicator to indicator, well, just put all that aside. I want you to watch what I'm going to do. In this video, I'm going to share with you a 5-minute candle strategy. You just look at one candle, you mark the high, the low, you develop a range on that 5-minute candle, and then once price breaks out of that candle up or down, you buy or sell in the direction that it goes. Now, a couple things to remember. In the first 90 minutes of the New York session, it's a 90% guarantee that it will set either the high or the low of that session, okay? So what we're looking for is this breakout here. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. What we're going to do is we're going to measure, number one, we're going to measure the high and the low of that 5-minute candle for the opening of the New York session, first one. Okay, then we're going to switch over to the 1-minute chart. That's number two. Number three, we're going to wait for price to break out of the range with a 3 bullish or 3 bearish candles that create an imbalance. And I'll share with that here in the video in a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to place a trade, number 4, in the direction of the 3 bullish or the 3 bearish candles with that imbalance. We're going to place a stop loss, number 5, and we're going to set a take profit about 1 to 2 risk to reward. Okay, so stay with me here. This is exciting. Now, I did a live demo over in our academy today. So if you feel that this is something that you want to learn and get involved with us in, please get a hold of us, and you'll find in the link below that there is a great opportunity to learn to trade with us at NMKL Trader Academy. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, what we're looking at here today is the trading session. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this into replay because obviously the market's already closed, okay, or not closed, but it's pretty much gone sideways. Now, what you see here is we're on the 630 candle. Now, I've got in text here the rules. I've got a couple of extra things here that I'm going to use to mark this with. They're just horizontal lines, but I got them prepped so we can make this video pretty quick. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and play the first 5-minute candle of the New York session. And there it is, okay? Now, let me just kind of back up here because this is key to understand. All right. Now, this is that first 5-minute candle. So what I'm going to do is, number one, I'm going to measure the high and the low of the first 5-minute candle. So let's go ahead and do that here real quick. Put a horizontal line at the top of the wick and the bottom of the wick. If there's no wick, just use the bottom of the opener to close of the candle, all right? Now, I'm using a light candle for bullish and a darker candle for bearish. I don't use red because I don't like the idea. When I'm trading, red means it gets me emotionally thinking, you know? Red means dead. I don't know. It's not something, I try to emotionally remove that barrier, okay? Because we don't want to trade with emotions at all. All right. So you can see there that we have a range developed. So here's our range. Let me go ahead and just kind of spell it out for us right here. Range, okay? That is our range. We'll just keep that over here to the side so you can understand what we're doing. All right, so now we're going to switch down to the 1-minute candles. Now let me get my chart readjusted after I do this. Things need to line up here, so just bear with me for a second. I want to bring in that all these good things here. Let's bring them closer. So when I spread these candles out, you can see everything. These are just little markers that I'm going to use here in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and spread this out. Now what we're going to do, and I'm going to play through this as quick as possible, and I'm going to make comments on certain things that take place here in this particular market, okay? So it is key that you keep up with me here, okay? All right, let's go ahead and move this on over. I'm going to go ahead and play that market. You also see that the only indicator that I am using is the market trend levels. All right. So the market trend levels, the reason I'm using it is because here you see the market open. We have the market daily session. Well, when I say session, overnight session high, overnight session low, yesterday's high, which is the yellow, and yesterday's low, which is the other yellow. Okay, now what we're going to do is go ahead and let this market play out. Keep in mind you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles here, so we are on the 1 minute candle. Okay, let's hit the play button here. Let me put this stuff to the side a little bit. I'm going to stop and comment a couple times as we let this play. Here we go. All right, now we see it breaking down. What I want to do is stop here for just a minute and say, hey, do we have a sell situation here? Do we have 3 candles in a row, 3 bearish candles that we can place this trade with? No, we don't. Okay, because a lot of times what happens here is institutions will fake out. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Let's let this continue to play. All right, and exactly, you're going to see price come back into the range or the zone. Now, price right now is staying right around the daily open here, so keep an eye on that. This is really nice to watch. All right, so let's go ahead and hit play again. We're going to let this continue out. All right, it's pushing. Now we'll start to see, oh, it came back down again. Again, are we looking to place a sell when it closes below that? Not just yet. You want 3 bullish or bearish candles. All right, now we start seeing price at it's ranging. It's at a equilibrium. Now price is starting to move up a little bit. Okay, let's watch what it does. All right, now let's just take a quick look here. I want to analyze what's going on. We have 1 bullish, 2 bullish. This one moves out. Now what we're looking for is a 3rd bullish when I hit play again. And we're also looking for an imbalance. Okay, that's number 3 here. Wait for price to break out of the range with a 3 bullish or bearish candle creating an imbalance. So let's watch this. Okay, let's play it 1 more candle, see if we get what we're looking for. Okay, let's halt it right there. Okay, now I'm just going to back this up 1 candle. Bear with me for just a second. And for this purpose, the reason I am doing this is so that you see how this works, okay? All right. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, because what we're looking for is what I call an imbalance or a fair value gap. Now, what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 candles. Let me just put a circle around them. Okay. Now what I want to do is do a measurement here. See this particular candle here? I want to check the wick of it, and I want to check the wick of this one, and make sure that there's a gap in between the first candle's wick and the 3rd candle's wick. Okay, because we don't want them overshadowing this candle in the middle. If they do, then there is no imbalance. So that's what we need to do, is find that fair value gap. That's why I got FEG written there, because that's what this is. All right, so let me just pull out a range tool here and just kind of show you. I don't care what the size of it is. I just want to make sure there's an imbalance. And we look, and you see that there is a gap there. That gap is a fair value gap. Now what we're going to do, since that is the case, there's our 3rd bullish candle. Even though it's almost a doji, it counts. All right, so what we're going to do, it's better if they're just solid bullish, but we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to go ahead and place a buy on this very next candle. Now, we're at the close here, so let's go ahead and let's do a buy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put a buy in here. The order was sent. We're going to set our stop loss. We're just going to take it down below the last swing low here, which is the wick of this candle. Okay, we're going to confirm it. Now I'm going to take my take profit, and I want to do about a 2 to 1. Let me just bring this in here kind of small. All right, let's go ahead and move it up to about a 2 to 1. So let's say around 1,100 bucks. That's about a 2 to 1. And let's just see what happens here. And we're also going to manage this trade, okay? Very crucial for you to understand that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. That's where my stop loss or my take profit is. Got my stop loss. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to hit play. All right. Now this says stop loss on the other side of the range. I went ahead inside the range. If I go down here, it's going to be way too hard to hit your 2 to 1. So we went ahead and captured it right here at this last wick, which is our low. Okay. So now I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to comment and show you how I manage my trade. Okay, so keep an eye on this. What I'm looking for also is see this daily high and this yesterday's high. You can see that I'm going to watch as price gets close to that, because there's a chance that price could stop there, stall out. Okay. Sometimes it uses that as resistance. But let's just keep an eye on it. Now price is ticking along here. We're still in profit. Okay. I'm trading 5 micros. Folks, this is how you earn $1,000 a day trading futures. Okay. To just get started. All right. What I'm going to do now is I see that price has gotten up to this level. All right, it's gotten up here. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stop loss up. Okay, let me go ahead and bring it up to roughly the bottom of, I can bring it up somewhere in here. I can bring it all the way up to break even basically. Because I've got 3 impulse candles headed up. We can actually bring it up just a little bit more and capture some of the profit if it comes back and hits us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm. Now I'm not playing this yet, but I want to show you something else you can do. We got $727 here that we could either close out and just go home and be happy for the day, or we can even take partial. Now we have 5 contracts here. I'm just going to take 1 contract off the table just so you can see how it is done. But you click on this X here. Okay, now it says partial close. We want to partially close this. So, how many units do we want to close out? Let's take it down to 1. Okay, we only want to close out 1 candle and leave 4 here. Okay, so let's hit partially close. Now we went ahead and put some money away in the bank. Okay, this is how you manage your trade, folks. I probably, it just depends on your management level. I probably would have taken off half or two out of the 3. Let the others, let's see what's going to happen. Are they going to run up there and hit our take profit? We don't know, because we're playing around this area right here. So let's go ahead and let our trade continue. And let's just see what happens. This, folks, is a game changer in how to trade the New York Open. Okay, just letting things continue on up there. Let's see what happens. All right, getting closer. You can pull your stop loss on up if you want. Let's go ahead and confirm that. That's key because what you're doing is managing your trade. You're locking in gains in case this thing decided to go against you. Getting up there. Oh, what happened? We just hit our target. Okay, awesome, people. The reason I wanted to show you this trade is because this is a strategy we're going to be sharing at NMKL Trader Academy. Now, if you liked what you saw, please look in the link below and learn how to get in touch with us at NMKL Trader Academy. This is just one of different strategies that we use here at the Academy to help you generate income that will make you rich, but then we also teach you how to invest that income, strategically into an investment vault to have long-term growth. We teach people how to become financially independent at NMKL Trader. This is Nate. Hope you enjoyed this session. Talk to you in the Academy. Have a great day.